Every year, the Wheel of the Infinite must be painstakingly remade to ensure peace and harmony, and every 100 years, the wheel and the world become one. But now a black storm ravages the beautiful Mandala, and a woman with a shadowy past, an exile, murderer, and traitor, has been summoned back to put the world right. For if Maskel and the swordsman Rian cannot stop the wheel's accelerating disintegration, then all that is and what and will be will end. Hello and welcome to Liam's Lyceum. I am your host Liam, aka Hemvar, and today I'll be doing a spoiler-free review of Martha Wells' Wheel of the Infinite. Wheel of the Infinite is a standalone novel by Martha Wells from the year 2000. It is fantasy, and it is, well, from an author that has become more popular since its release. And I have not read anything else by Wells, and this was actually the buddy read for September of 2022 here on the channel, and I know Jeremy Fee read it with me, so thanks, Jeremy. But anyways, our main character is Maskel, and she is a disgraced priestess, specifically the voice of the adversary, the one spirit who actually never lived, which is an interesting, an interesting gimmick of sorts. She is actually about middle age, which is something I did appreciate. Our other character is Rian. He is a man several years younger than Maskel. He's also a man on the run, or at least he has fled his last home, which you do learn more about as the story goes on. He is a foreigner in this place, though. He is originally from Centane. It's pretty interesting, actually, as far as like cosmology goes, because the Wheel of the Infinite actually changes the world, and that's pretty interesting, actually. I also found that the humor was unexpected, definitely in unexpected places for the most part. It's also slightly horrifying at times, and there is a certain cursed object in this story which I thought was really well done. There is also a mystery involving a murder, and of course the main problem with the wheel. As far as other things, aspects of the story, we have what seemed to me at least to be a Polynesian or Southeast Asian inspired sort of setting, with things like also like direct interaction with fate and ancestral spirits. Honestly, I don't have a lot to say about this book. It was really just not as enjoyable as I had hoped. It's a rather short standalone, so it's not really hard to try. But even saying all this, I don't even remember all that much about it, and I didn't have a lot to say when I was reading it. I was just like, well, this is okay. I think Wells does a good job with her characterization, so I think that is pretty interesting. And I think the world building itself is fine. I just wasn't really gripped all that much by the story, which is definitely disappointing. But overall, it doesn't hurt much to try this since it is a short standalone. And if you want to try something by Martha Wells that doesn't hurt to try, is definitely this, especially if you want to try something earlier or try something that's fantasy, because she is known for her Murderbot diaries, which are also generally short as far as I'm aware. But I know she's an author that's not for everyone, and that's fine. So anyways, that is my brief and not very good thoughts on Wheel of the Infinite. Hopefully you got something from it at least. Hopefully this wasn't completely useless. But this has been Liam of Liam's Lyceum. I will catch you next time.